And so I think this fear of being seen isn't necessarily a fear of being seen by others. It's a fear of being seen by the wrong people. It's a lot of people who don't believe in themselves, who fail to believe in what they can do, who fail to see their own strengths. And so it becomes easier to look at somebody else try and doubt them. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so thankful y'all are here. I pray you can find home here, and if so, welcome. Okay, so I think the mic is working, but if it goes in and out, I apologize in advance because this was a cheap mic. I ain't gonna lie, it was like $20. Today I want to talk about the fact that confidence can be scary. Believing in yourself, believing in your vision, trying, being seen, period, is scary because of the natures that humans have evolved to. Like a lot of our societies, a lot of our communities, a lot of religious groups, a lot of jobs, and just communities in general have a strong foundation in judgment, in outcasting people in order to feel closer to a group, talking about people, drama, gossip, as a way of bonding and connecting. And so now in this world, we see the physical manifestation of people being afraid to be themselves, people being afraid of trying or being different or being noticed and stuff like that. And especially if you came from a more narcissistic household, this type of judgment, this type of fear was instilled in you by the very people who were meant to love you and surround you with safety and encouragement. And it's really unfortunate, but for a lot of us, the purpose that we're meant to be living, the purpose that we're meant to be serving, is kind of put on hold. Not in a bad way, because we'll all get what we need, we'll all get to where we need to be, but like a lot of our fulfillment in life and overall destiny in life is put on hold because our confidence and our self-esteem wasn't watered as a child. I see confidence and like genuine good feelings about self as a seed that needs to be watered. And so as a woman, if you notice your mother being very insecure or controlling, or she's learned how to survive by putting you down anytime you do get bigger, or any type of psychological stuff like that, that's gonna hold you back even after you're out the house, even after you become an adult, and after you've done all the things that society says you should do. There's still that inner child that feels like I'm sorry y'all, that pollen is but anyways, oh my god, my eyes are burning. Fuck, my skin itching now. I don't know how long this video gonna be, but I forgot what point I was making. But even if you're a man, right, and you notice your dad, he's not going after his vision, he's not being in the masculine role that he's meant to be in. And everybody is different. I'm not saying masculine in a way of like male gender, all that type of stuff. I ain't get into that. But when you witness your parents either not going for their full destiny, but then you also have parents who maybe neglect your needs, or psychologically, verbally, mentally, physically abuse you, it kind of sets you on a path where you're questioning who you are your whole life. You're questioning if you're even worthy of good things, if you're even worthy of stability or love, and all these types of things your whole life. And that's one reason I'm so thankful for YouTube and for the internet in general, because if I wouldn't have been exposed to the reality of what I went through by doing the research, if I wouldn't have been exposed to the possibilities that are out there that can be achieved, I would have still been somewhere questioning. Or wondering if I'm even worthy. I would have been somewhere in a situation way worse than where I'm at now. Like, I would have been somewhere in an abusive relationship. I would have been, I don't even know, y'all. I'm gonna keep it so honest. I don't know where I would be if I didn't have the awareness that I have now. And that's the beautiful thing about awareness, and the beautiful thing about having that spirit of confidence, having that spirit of authenticity, is that you don't need to have all the answers. You will be led to the answers if you're open to that. Like, you don't have to know all the steps. You don't have to know how you'll get there, especially people that have been through trauma. You don't have to know every step, every way, every person. You don't have to know every skill. You don't have to know everything or have everything to get where you need to be, and to get to the place that's really going to fulfill your heart. So you can relax now. Like, that's really where I'm at in my life. Like, I can relax now. I can relax in the safety of trusting my intuition. I can relax in the safety of knowing that everything will pan out for me for my good. And to get back to the original topic, being confident is scary. I realized that as a child, I've always had this sense of knowingness. I've always had this awareness, the ability to see the unseen or hear what people aren't saying, but they're trying to say. Like, I've always been able to see deeper than what's really going on the surface. And I've always been confident in that until it wasn't really poured into, until I got the weird stares, the weird looks, until people made me feel more weird or different or unimportant for the things I was saying, rather than being interested or curious or asking me questions or simply believing what I'm saying, or, just giving me some type of validation for what I'm saying. And so, again, YouTube has been so amazing, where I find other people who get what the hell I'm saying. And that's not to say I'm always right. That's not to say I always know what to say. I have all the answers, because, babes, I don't at all whatsoever. But what I do have is a confidence in not only where I'm going and what I'm doing, but also the past, the mistakes, the lessons, the good things that have happened to me. Like, it all adds up to me being able to sit here and look at this camera right now and say, I feel safe. I feel happy. I trust myself. I trust what I feel. I trust that if I don't have the answers, they will come. I trust my weaknesses. I trust in my ability to ask for help. I trust. So, yeah, being confident can be scary. And especially, like, in this world, I know I'm jumping from topic to topic, y'all. I really hope y'all can keep up. If not, it's okay. You don't have to watch the video. But being confident can be scary, especially now in these times, because social media is literally a stage. As soon as you post something, it has the capability or the possibility to be seen by millions of people. That's not to say it will. That's not to say that as soon as you post, the whole world is literally going to see it. But when you post, it's pretty much out there. People can see you, people can judge you, people can comment, people can troll, people can save your videos, or, show your content and stuff to other people who may not even like you, who may want to see you do terrible, who may humiliate you and clown you and talk about you. Like, once you put yourself out on social media, it's up for whoever comes across it. So if it's the person who hated your guts in middle school, if it's the ex that can't get over you, if it's, the family members who don't like you, whoever, anybody can see it. And so I think this fear of being seen isn't necessarily a fear of being seen by others. It's a fear of being seen by the wrong people. Because let's face it, if we're seen by the right people, if we're seen by people who understand us, who get us, the people who connect to us soul wise, and who can resonate on our levels, on our frequency, yes, I want to be seen. I want to be seen by the people who want to see me win, want to understand, and want to connect with me. But the idea of being seen by the wrong people, the idea of your content falling in the wrong hands, and seeds of doubt being put on you, or seeds of humiliation and judgment and stuff like that being put on you, like that can be a scary idea. But something I'm learning, and this is the second topic leading into that, something I'm learning is that people who have the time to sit back and judge somebody else for trying are not only insecure in their own ability and confidence when they try, but they also fail to connect with the human drive behind people trying. And what I mean by that is everybody wants to be important. Everybody wants to do more in life. Everybody wants to be known for the things that they're good at and the things that they're passionate about. But it's a lot of people who don't believe in themselves, who fail to believe in what they can do, who fail to see their own strengths. And so it becomes easier to look at somebody else try and doubt them. It's easier to project onto other people that sense of humility, or that sense of humiliation and embarrassment, like, oh, why are they doing that? Because those people have not confronted that feeling within themselves when they try. So they may feel embarrassed for posting something that they're trying to do, so they don't post at all. But then they look at other people online trying, and they instead project that feeling onto them, instead of saying, you know what, the fact that he's trying, the fact that she's trying, I admire that. I admire that person's confidence in themselves to even put themselves out there in the first place. Because again, when you allow yourself to be seen like that, you have to accept the reality that some people are going to laugh their ass off. Some people are going to show their friends and kiki. Some people are going to look at you and say, why is she even doing that? Why is he even doing that? It's not going to go nowhere. They're not going to bloom. Nothing is going to happen. Like, you have to become comfortable with the fact that not everybody is looking out for you. Not everybody is happy for you. Not everybody can see your vision. And some people will remain surface level and say, why is she doing that anyway? She thought she ate. He thought he ate. Like, and be showing all their friends and all their family and just laughing. And I think I'm starting to realize, even for myself, that's a fear that I have to get over. That's a fear that I'm growing out of. Like, the fear of people not taking me serious, the fear of people laughing at me when I'm doing something that I'm genuinely proud about, something that I'm genuinely enjoying or confident in, and then seeing everybody just like weak as hell. And I'm not even gonna lie, like, sometimes I post on Instagram and I'll be doing something that I just love to do. Like, if I'm sewing and I make a dress that I'm really feeling, I'll make a little video. I'm dancing. I'm just enjoying the video, just enjoying the content. And then I'll post it and it'll do terribly, basically. It won't get the support that I think I need to get. And suddenly this feeling comes to me of, oh my God, they're laughing. Oh my God, like, I'm sitting here really serious about this. I'm sitting here really pouring my heart and soul into this content, and they're laughing. I just know they're laughing. Like, people might not be laughing. Some people may not have seen it. Some people just may not be interested. You know, some people just, it's just not them, you know, so they may not engage with it. But in my mind, what comes up is they're laughing at me. They're kikiing, like they're saving this and showing people and like laughing at the fact that I'm trying. But the fact that I'm aware of it, I can process that fear and allow myself to like let it go, which is why I'm thankful for, I was gonna say YouTube, but I'll be doing this this is a lifestyle, okay? Awareness is a lifestyle. I don't just come up on these videos and just suddenly become aware and intellectual. Like, no, I'm very self-aware, and I try to be, and even when I'm not trying to be, I still am. So it's just, yeah, when it comes to healing, when it comes to becoming your best self and just taking accountability so far for where you're at, for the mistakes you may have made in the past, for the misjudgments about other people you may have made in the past, or just whatever it is that you feel like you didn't do the right thing, or you didn't do. Oh my God, look at all these lizards. Oh my God, how many of them is it? Yeah, when it comes to healing, if you're truly serious about wanting to heal and wanting to become closer to yourself or have a deeper relationship with yourself, you don't have to put in much work. You don't have to put in much effort. And what I mean by that is you don't have to go looking for the healing. Like, you don't have to go forcing yourself to heal and forcing yourself to read books and forcing yourself. You don't have to force it. If you're in tune with your intuition, if you're willing to do the things that you don't want to do, or missing out on things that you may not want to miss out on, or whatever it is, if you're willing to listen to your intuition regardless of what you're used to or not, the discipline will naturally come. If you're willing to listen to your intuition, the accountability will come. You will be, what's the words? You'll be able to accept yourself as a flawed human while still believing in your greater self, while still believing that you can be a great person, a good person, a kind person, a trustworthy person. The biggest issue I feel like a lot of people who go through childhood trauma face is that it becomes very hard to believe and trust yourself. It can become hard to truly believe that, I don't want to say you're a good person. Overall, it becomes hard to really trust yourself, to trust your own intentions, to trust your feelings, to trust that you're perceiving life the way you're perceiving it. And it's unfortunate, but I do believe that if you never sit down with yourself, or if you never have an adult as a child, if you never have an adult that can come to you and help you process reality, or if as an adult you never go to therapy, or you never truly get a good look of what reality is for you at the moment, that's why a lot of people have schizophrenia. I believe this is just a theory, okay? It may not be true, but I truly believe a lot of schizophrenia or those types of symptoms come from people never sitting down and just looking at their lives for what it is, what they truly feel, what they went through, how it could influence them in this moment. Like, think about it. If you constantly go through life forcing yourself to believe everybody else's perspective, never having a clear answer or clear closure to childhood traumas or to familial problems and circumstances and stuff, and then you go through relationships and that messes with your heart and your mind, like, how can you not be all messed up at the end of the day if you never ground yourself in reality? Like, how can you look at life from a what's the word, what's the p word, hold on, from a what's that p word, practical. How can you see life from a practical reality? How can you have a grounded perspective on life if your perspective is constantly something told to you, something that you are forced to believe, whether it's religion or narcissism or trauma, whatever it is? How can you be grounded in yourself if you have 20 different perspectives of you in your mind, and people are still telling you who you should be, or people are still putting labels on you in order to gain control over you? People are still projecting onto you and throwing insecurities onto you in order to manipulate and deceive you and confuse you even further. Like, I would be schizophrenic too if I if I wouldn't have sat my tail down and really just like looked at life for what it is for me. What do I feel in this moment? And again, what we feel or what we perceive may not always be 100% truth, but the fact that we perceive it from our perspective, the fact that we have those feelings and we feel what we feel, that alone is our truth. So they always say in every situation there's three sides to the story, your perspective, their perspective, and the truth. And I think the most important thing to do in this life is to at least ground your truth. And that doesn't mean go around calling people all types of names and giving people back their karma, or like you forcing things to be, or forcing people to take accountability and stuff like that. But like, you have to ground your truth at the end of the day. Nobody else can perceive life for you. Nobody else can tell you who you are. People externally can tell you all day, oh, you're great. Oh, you should be a writer. You should do this. You should do that. I can see you doing this. I can see you doing that. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to actually put forth the goals. It's up to you to make the decisions. It's up to you to be in your body and feel and experience how it feels when you think about yourself being a dancer. If is that what you really want to do? It's up to you to envision your life 5 years, 10 years, 20 years out, and really ask yourself, is that something that I can see myself doing? Is this relationship really beneficial for me? Do I feel good in this relationship? Or am I doing it because I just want to have a man? I just want to show everybody else that I have a man or a woman. Or I just want to show everybody else that I can get a good car, a nice car. I just want to show everybody else that I can make money and have a good job. Or are you doing it for yourself? That's what I mean by grounding your reality. It's not about other people, because I've seen, and I'm sure y'all have seen, we have seen time and time again where people are living the life. People are living big. People are living grand, and they're committing suicide. People are living lives that we think everybody dreams of. And I wish I was this. I wish I was that celebrity. I wish I had that relationship. I wish. And they're getting divorces. They're going bankrupt. They're getting in car accidents and totaling these dream cars. They're getting exposed. You know what I'm saying? Getting exposed, ruining their whole reputation. Like, start being honest with yourself. It's not about how your life looks to everybody else at the end of the day. It's not about that. It feels like it's about that because humanity so far has evolved from community. We're evolving from tribes. Oh, you have this type of attitude. You have this type of look. You belong to this tribe. You believe in these values. You belong to this country. You're this age, so you should be here. You're this race, so you should eat these foods, and you should believe in these things, and you should look at other races this way. Like, we're evolving out of these human made up laws that have kept us safe, because let's be real, a certain they have kept us safe to a certain extent, where we can name people and we can put people in boxes so that we can predict and we can identify and define and stuff like that. So it has kept us safe so far. But the world that we're evolving out of and into, the world that we're evolving into requires us to drop all these laws and made up shoulda, coulda, wouldas that we put on other people. These judgments that we put on other people come right back to us. These projections that we put out onto other people about, oh, they shouldn't be living their life like that, or they should be doing this, or it couldn't be me, and all this type of stuff. Guess what? They come right back to us. They come right back. So life isn't about being better than somebody else. Life isn't about looking at your neighbor and judging how they should be living their lives. And I'm not saying that there aren't practical things that we should be looking out for. A dangerous person is a dangerous person. If somebody is hurting somebody, if somebody is causing someone else to lose something, that's different. I'm not saying that there is no right or wrong and stuff like that. There are certain things that are genuinely just not safe and not good for other people. But I think we need to get to a space where we can identify what's actually good and bad. Like, what things do we actually need to judge and intervene on, and what things do we not? But right now in the world, we're in a space where we're judging the wrong things. We're judging things that wouldn't affect us at all in our lifetime. We're judging things that we think we need to be judging, but really it's just the ego trip. Really, it's just a one up and trying to feel better than somebody, trying to feel more stable and more knowing and closer to God, or closer to perfection than the next person. So, life is not about being better than other people. Life is not about perfection. Life is not about somehow proving to other people that you're a better human, a more knowing human. Nobody has all the answers. So that's why you have to be grounded in what life means to you. You have to be grounded in what morality looks like for you. What does a healthy relationship look like to you? What does a healthy, good life look like for you? And what's in your life right now that does not fit that look or that feeling? But y'all, I gotta go to the gym, so I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.